and I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
On the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A big loss.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, now Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
By
Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
to Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For the point after.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Texans 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
21. Let's 57, 57 is right. 57.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Caught out left side by Robinson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Austin Cyber.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Third and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
At their own
the field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This cost them.
They They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Ready? Mike's 57's Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check right 33. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Back check 33. 33. You must be getting tired.
Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Garoppolo. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Number 25, Melvin.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Kyle Van Noy.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here we go. Cut. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. reined in at the line of scrimmage. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Black 80. Crunch time, defense. 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Second and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Number 25, Melvin.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Texans.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Texans 22. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Hurts fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Oh, looking for Andrews down feet. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Ravens.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Texans 22. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. There's Garoppolo to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
It's a gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Third down and 4.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he finds Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Another Texans first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's make these babies cry.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
28. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1-point completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. The open man is Westbrook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At the 45-yard line.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 11 now.
got this. Motion. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, D. 11. Long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Lights 57's right.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Texans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.